Hello, all of you awesome folks out there. So, there's been a bit of a break between recordings here. I, I kind of bit of a hurt my back, so I wasn't sitting too much in a chair, admittedly. However, it's starting to be better, so I figure alright, I'm gonna try and get an hour of grinding here done. While I also catch up on some GSL at the same time. So I'm mostly going to be catching up on that GSL and just grinding for 45 minutes to an hour. Something along those lines seems fairly reasonable here. So I would love to get this done myself to level get myself to level 50, but I ain't gonna do it today. So ain't gonna do it today. Yeah, nice. That 81,000 is a little much to get in this one go. So I'm gonna get myself to close to level 39 anyways. You know what? I'm gonna slaughter that too. I mean, these things would be better money if I just roamed down around there and grinded these things. It would be better money overall, some gold wise. But I don't know if I wanna do that. I really don't know if I wanna do that. Also, I am seeing. Okay, hopefully that is a little bit better. There. What is this? Yeah, melee attack power. Who cares about melee attack power? As a priest anyway, I'm fairly sure some classes do care about it. Gorilla Fang, yeah. Wannabe quest item. Oh, I completely forgotten to mail those away. Fine. Fine. I really do need to hold on to some though. I think I will worry about the doing the bandages once I am level 50 and I am leaving this place anyway. That seems fairly reasonable idea. Anyway, I am gonna shut up and I'm gonna enjoy myself some GSL while I just grind away. So do some drinking here. Oh, I should have used this moonberry juice away. Huh? Whatever. Whatever. We'll worry about that later. I'm starting to get a good amount of this stuff. As in Mage View cloth. I do, like I said, I do need a bunch of it still for fixing my first aid. I need Heavy Mage View and then Rune Cloth. Heavy Mage View was 240 to 260, if memory serves. And then Rune Cloth is from 260 to 290, and the final 10 points are from Heavy Rune Cloth Bandage. So it's not like it is difficult, it just requires some materials. Yeah, I think it was 240 to 260. Somebody correct me if I was wrong. I don't, that's what my memory says. I may be wrong about that. And so that would be 20. No, that would be 2 stacks, right? Because Heavy Mage View is I wonder if that is worth trying to sell. I don't know. Well, we can try it. Is 2 cloth for 1 skill point. And it might have been yellow? Might have been yellow. At least for the final 10 points from 250 to 260 it might have been yellow. Jeez, I don't remember right now. Was it yellow? Well, if it was yellow, then it may require more. But so I have to just, well, at minimum I am preparing to have 3 stacks, and let that sort it out. That will hopefully be enough to sort it out. Yeah, but I mean, gold-wise, these guys just aren't that crazy good compared to the beasts. But at this point, my main gold investment has been done with anyway. The next one is at level 60, where I know I need a lot more gold than what I'm gonna get anyways. From just leveling from 50 to 60 by grinding beasts. So, and I'm obviously talking about epic mount. Which one I will possibly get, I don't know. I might not worry about the epic mount because I don't know how much I'm gonna play WoW Classic once I hit level 60. I have no idea. I do want to hit level 60 on the character, but I just really have no idea. And I can always level a rogue for money gathering if I really need the money. By rogue, because you can go mining herbalism and run places like, you know, farm places like Morodden, and for all sorts of herbs, and also like all sorts of places like Silithos and Angoro Crater and so on for thorium veins, so you can get arcane crystals and do that. That is one way. That is one way to make gold while basically being useful as well. And the main reason I would be going herbalism mining is so that I could pick up herbs while I'm doing that and use the herbs for because I am pretty much decided to go alchemy now at level 60. Or then I can just drop the skinning and level a level mining in its place for money making, but that's much harder to do on a priest than it is on a rogue, because of, you know, stealth. Let's slaughter the Thundera. Slaughter the Thundera. Alright, but I'm gonna shut up again for a while. Well, that axe is certainly good. Good drop for making gold. Vendors for over 1 gold. They're just too rare. That's the problem. That sort of drops are just way too rare to actually, like, really make good gold. Obviously, I'm gonna try and sell the excess mage view. I don't need that. So yeah, sell the excess mage view. Be done with it. Sometimes I really dislike the wanting you know, doesn't work like channeling spells and turn you with the opponent, but then again that would be very overpowered for PvP, right? That was a slightly annoying spawn. So slightly annoying spawn placement. Oh well. Wow, a resist. Well, I think that might have been first resist for the day. Might be. That is not bad. That is not bad. Okay, die. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's grab another North Spring Harpy here. This direction a little bit here. Well, I'm about halfway through the level right now. In about an hour. Yeah, well, let's see in about 40 minutes how much away am I from the level up? Because if I am close enough, I might try and do the level in this session. Might try and sit down for long enough to do that. That would certainly be quite nice. Get myself to 49, so I'm one level closer to being able to just leave this place. Is this wind color really coming here? It is. That is an annoying patrol route. I hadn't realized there is one who does that sort of a patrol route here. Because right now I am about 20 minutes in and I have done a whole heck of a lot. Done about, what, 9% of this level? About 9%. Die, thank you. Where's the patrol one? Wait, where is it? Like, what the heck is that thing's patrol route? Is it the one who comes all the way through here? It might be. Well, this one just respawned. Oh jeez, that is not good. Okay. Let the other one die to the dot. Be done with it. There we go. To expend a little extra mana for that was a little annoying. We can slaughter you and then do some looting and drinking. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this in an hour. I mean, I still need a little over half a level. Well, that's fine. that close. Thought you were a little further. I have a new wand for myself for when I hit 54. It's in the bank. That will be quite fluffing nice. Redo that. Go up here and grab some of these things. Don't typically like in these sort of camps I like to work the edges of the camp instead of going deep into the camp itself, because it's like as soon as there will start being like respawns behind me, it's gonna be a little problematic. There we go. Give me Khadgar's whisker. At this point I'm trying to save all the herbs for when I hit level 60 and switch myself over to alchemy. Agility, stamina, 100 sword. Ooh, that might actually even sell in auction house. That is. Okay, well, that was a decent find. It was a decent enough find. You there, Harpy, come over here. Agility, stamina. What level was it? 46. Yeah, that might even sell. Not bad. And I have 5 stacks of Mage View cloth, which might be able to sell as well. Well, not all of it, because I do need to save some of it for the inevitable leveling of first aid. Well, also as a priest I don't really need first aid that badly. I still have some heavy silk bandages here, so well, I don't need it that badly for PvE. For PvP it might be very useful, and sometimes it is for raiding, because it's like being able to heal yourself without expending mana can be very useful in certain raid situations. But that is more of a like very much a this is the patrol, right, with the weird pathing. But that is very much like a niche edge case where it's like happens occasionally and not something you do every single raid at all. So I don't worry about it for that. For PvP it is always useful to be able to have a mana-less heal. Even though it is a heal over time, can be interrupted and all that stuff, but it is always useful. You can do that when you are silenced, you can do that when you are out of mana, and so on. Oh jeez. as soon as I did the jump back, I realized, hey, it's a wind collar and I should not have jumped back. Ouch. Oh well. Wait, did I forget one up there? I think I forgot one of those up there. Purple lotus. Oh, come on. Why did I interrupt my mounting up? It's down here, right? There we go. And there was one this way as well, yeah. Let's go grab these things. Less herbs I need to gather later on. Still need 40% to level up. About a half an hour to go on. Well, I was planning to sit down and do for an hour. So let's see how close I get in half an hour. And if I get real close, I'm gonna stay until I am done. Say within about 10% or so. At this rate, I should be getting fairly close, actually. Because each skill is about 0.5%. Where do you think you are going? Come back here. I rode a little too close to you. You still like my raptor, did you? Maybe it wanted to eat my raptor. Might be very much a possibility. It just wanted to eat my raptor. Also, I've been meaning to hide my details window, because I don't need this for anything while I am just doing solo stuff here. It's unnecessary entirely. I just have my combat log here for verifying what the heck happened in a sort of an easy fashion. This is something I do for I'll make it, you know, show healing done and just use it for raids and maybe dungeons. Personally, for raiding and whatnot, this sort of stuff, I don't care. What I use it for is what I find personally useful for is comparing the effectiveness of multiple different specs or multiple different ways to heal the same fight. Not trying to rank different people or different healers. Or different damage dealers, whatever. What have you. Like, that to me is completely and utterly pointless. I care when it comes to raiding and success in raids, success in dungeons, success in PvP, any of these things. Um, I care about two things. One, was it successful? As in, when it comes to dungeons and raids, did we clear the dungeon? And did we clear it in such a fashion that it wasn't too, you know, too much hassle? Like that hassle part is a distant secondary. Like I don't mind wiping a few times, especially when you're doing something for the first like 10th to 20th times. I don't care. Like until you're so used to it that you can do it without with your eyes closed. Until then, you shouldn't worry about, you know, dying or wiping at things. When it comes to raids and dungeons, personally I care about were we successful in finishing it. Because if being successful is the one thing which is lacking, like then you need to adjust. And typically the adjustment has to happen with how you play, not by just saying that the number needs to be bigger. Because rarely can you ever at that very instant affect the numbers. Like yeah, it is possible to have a situation where, for example, AQ40 is gonna release at some point. AQ20, AQ40, those old raids. You could argue that it is possible for a brand new guild, for example, who has done like one molten core and then decides, hey, we wanna try AQ. It is possible to try and get yourself in a situation where you clearly do not have the gear to complete, for example, a certain instance, a certain raid. That is a possibility. And in that case, the numbers need to be bigger. Like you do not have the gear to survive, to deal enough damage, to heal enough damage. And typically, when you do not have enough gear, it doesn't show up as a well, our damage isn't good enough. Our numbers are not good enough. It shows it shows simply put in your tank dying. But yeah, it is a possibility that you can try and get yourself in a situation where you just don't have the gear. You need bigger numbers. However, in my experience, in my opinion as well, that is a very rare situation where that is the case, that is actually stopping you from progressing, from advancing. It's very likely the fact that you just need to play it differently. Now people try and get around the play differently part by, well, we just need to bring different classes. And that can be one solution. That is often very short-sighted solution. But it can be a solution. Besides, I don't look at like WoW classic raids as something you try really hard to progress through. Like if you look at Molten Core, for example, or Zul'Gurub, these places, like Molten Core, on private servers and so on, you do molten core, or you can do molten core with a bunch of level like 58s, 59s. Don't need as long as you have people who know the basics of playing their class. Don't need to have like stupidly high skilled players. And that is entirely fine with me, actually. I do have absolutely nothing against that. I don't think these things should be built in such a fashion that you have to be within the like top 1% of the player base in skill levels to be able to actually do any of this content. Oh, forgot you are there while I was talking. How's this looking? 33%. 33.5% actually. Yeah, I'm making my usual mistake of like pushing a little too deep into this thing. Let's go back out to the edges of the camp. Now, I am not saying content should not be difficult. No. Content should be challenging. But the where that challenge lies is the difference. And personally, I always think the challenge should lie in the mechanical ability of the players, as opposed to just purely having the biggest number. Now they started finally. Oh, and also apparently I have my... I just realized I have the freaking whisper alerts on for some reason now. Must have reset. The whole whisper every healer on the server for a possibility to getting someone for your dungeon. I don't generally mind. I do like to heal dungeons, but I would love to get to level 60 at some point and then start healing dungeons and possible raids. Although I vastly prefer to do that on the retail side of things these days, as opposed to this classic stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get to about 25%. About 20-25%. No, I'm not gonna do this whole level here then. Not right now. We'll finish it later on. I remember correctly, this thing does not path all the way down here. That's a grey. More vibrant plumes. Well, the nice thing about these is they actually vendor decently. Still don't get enough of them from one of these to actually like make a whole lot of money out of them. I wonder if rugged leather is actually worth auctioning at this point. Fairly sure it isn't, because there is probably so much supply of it. May have to have a look at that. Like, is it worth trying to sell that? Because if it's worth trying to sell that, I could consider certain options of creatures to grind between levels 50 and 60, which would be grinding the rugged leather community, as in beasts. There are some locations where beasts are fairly nice grinding. One of those is obviously the bats in Eastern Plaguelands. The problem with those bats is that they silence. Memory serves, they silence the screeching bats there. So that might be a problem. Oh, okay, you got aggroed by the other one. I was gonna pull you anyway, so... Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Yeah, one more of those things. I have one in the bank. No, as in here. Just randomly carrying it along. Hi. Nice crit. Oh, it resisted half of the crit. That's why I'm wondering why it was so damn low. There should have been like a 500 plus crit. And the fact it resisted 343 and resisted 228 of it. Was it like, wait, what? Okay. Well, where is the resists coming into play again? Well, okay, where are all my harpies? Have I really killed all the damn harpies here? Am I killing this damn fast today? For some reason. I'm just gonna aggro into here if I... Have to remember that I also need a whole heck of a lot of gold for actually training all of my spells. That's gonna cost a lot, because at this point I have not been training heals. I have not been training heals, I have not been training smite. I don't need any of that for this leveling at all. Probably make sure that I have at least the heals trained in case I decide to heal a dungeon still between these levels. And I should probably pick up some holy candles to have a prayer of fortitude. Well, once I'm out of here, drop this thing and replace it with holy candles. One nice thing about switching to herbalism alchemy is I can drop this thing. Although I will need to carry some alchemy God damn it. What do you call those damn flasks which you mix the potions in with? Jeez. What do you call those? Bloody heck, why can't I remember what you call those things? Yeah, whatever. Vials. Crystal vials and all the other vials. Jeez, that took a while. Man! Usually I remember all sorts of very, very, very random damn names for things. Then I'm not remembering that for some reason. What are you? More purple lotus. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay. You're dead now. Yeah, at this point I'm exactly 35,000 XP away from the level up. Okay. Get that purple lotus. Oh, come on. Well, that says 40 minutes to level up at this rate. And if that holds true, I could really consider... well, that resist didn't help. Speed this up at least, not... Oh, jeez. I could indeed really consider... And yes, I have been watching GSL on the side. GSL is awesome. Still. What can I say? I like my real-time strategy games. I like watching StarCraft 2. Not saying I'm very good at StarCraft 2 anymore. I don't play the game enough to be good at that. But I still love to watch it. Time to time go back still and do some laddering or whatever, but that's that. I don't play the game much anymore. Hopefully that was not called on the microphone. It shouldn't have been, but hopefully not. Random noise outside because of my window open. Okay, let's slaughter both of these wind colors here. Realize my XP/hour would be this high. Another wind color. Well, there is another wind color. God dang it, you for hiding behind the dang wall and being able to shoot your lightning bolts through the wall. Just gonna want the rest of you. So I have the mana to take on the other wind color as well. Do I want to take on the other wind color right away? I might. I might do that. Thinking kill this Slayer and then drink. Seems reasonable. Yeah, I'll be at about 20%. I'm not gonna try and do this whole level. I'll finish the level up a little later. Another time, that is. Finish this level up. As in about 20% missing from the level itself. A couple more. Make this in exactly an hour. Then I'll call it an episode right there. Yeah, I made 52,000 XP. 53,000 XP in this hour, so not bad. Fairly decent leveling speed, but I do have rested XP obviously, so that does help a whole lot. Do kind of wonder how fast would I do that 21%? Be about half an hour more. Well, this says exactly 30 minutes, but we'll see. I'm just gonna do that. Do the rest of the level another time. Do wanna kind of stand up and whatnot. And I do need to actually cook some lunch. So there is that. Still not bad. Not bad at all. Scrap that. Not bad at all, he says. I'll make this in exactly an hour. Might kill the Longtooth and the Thundera for some leather, so we can have stuff to sell. Wow, do you have a bunch of Mageview cloth now? That is pretty nice, actually. Yeah, let's slaughter these beasts. Might make these two be the last two mobs. Where did the wolf go? That way. These two might be the last two, and then I am done here after that. 26,000 to level up. That is pretty good, actually. Ooh, gold thorn. I can pick up a gold thorn at the end as well. Very nice. Pick that up and I'm gonna kill this one more Longtooth. That will be the last creature for this session. Oh, come on. Give me a gold thorn. These things are fairly necessary. Need a bunch of those for some good alchemy. was this? Health regeneration, strength, agility. It's a who cares? I mean, the nice thing is this is disease. So you could just, you know, remove that. Well then, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much for watching. Did get myself nice and close to level of 39, and we're gonna hit 49 next time. So, as said, thank you very much for hanging out, and I will see you folks next time.